Welcome to the Passive Income Podcast. I am your host, Dividend Dave. Please be sure to join the Passive Income Posse by clicking that subscribe button below. Super excited for this episode. This episode is definitely, as you can already tell, going to be a little bit different. I have three guests with me. So let's go around the table and introduce everyone.
Yeah, sure. I guess I go first. I'm
Sure.
FA. I'm the co-founder of Marketplace. We are a investment platform where we're getting all the retail investors together to share their ideas, and then our basic twist is that you can do a community portfolio where everybody can vote on different stocks and where you can actually see what individually and as a community people are investing in, so that you can make better investment judgments, so you don't have to go around the room and ask what's your portfolio, what's the portfolio. You just have your shared portfolio. You can see that you can share your thoughts, news. There's a chat function. It's basically as a replacement. We're seeing this as a replacement to like all those weird little Discord channels. We want to make them a little bit better, a little bit structured, a little bit easier to digest for newcomers too. We did try to go for like a simplistic UI for that too. The main reason we are doing this is because we are retail investors and we suck at investing. So I just wanted to.
I love
I
it.
just.
Suck at investing,
Oh
but
yeah,
hey, let's.
I lost so much money. I don't even get me into it. But I lost so much money. So basically, what we wanted to do is make this tool to make our lives a little bit easier to get like, well, let's say that you want to invest in quantum stocks, quantum chip stocks, right? Do you even know where to start that? What we wanted to do is basically have a search function. So like search for quantum. There's like a community for you. You find that they have a portfolio already there, and then there's like posts. You can chat with those people. You can connect, all that stuff. The stuff that you're doing, basically, we want to make that even easier. So like
Awesome.
Dividend Day, I know you have like this great following, and that you're a good proponent of like dividend investment, which is a unfortunately a niche in the investment community. So basically, what you can do is create a hub yourself, and then just gather everybody into that hub, and then just focus the discussion on that, and then pick
Right.
stocks.
Hey, yeah, no, I personally I am into dividend investing, but I've had so many guests on this channel that are real estate investors, options traders. So we definitely go well outside the box of just dividend investing on the Passive Income Podcast. John, welcome to the program. Uh,
Thanks for
I
having
just
us.
I just learned this like before we started recording that you are also in Canada right now, so
I am.
that's exciting for me.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us, Dave. Personally, I guess just by the way of introduction, I've been a finance professional 12 plus years in a multinational company, currently a director in the cards issuing team, but I'm also pretty enthusiastic about Marketplace because, as FA alluded, we're really into investing and we really are into the social aspect of it. So, such as yours, our gig is more around creating a community based on our app. And yeah, thanks for having us. And I guess also personally, passive income is something that I've been not just thinking about, but investing too. Like I did purchase a few like real estate pieces kind of all around the world and
Nice.
trying to generate rental income, basically like buy cheap and then rent as high as you can sort of thing. Early retirement. That's the goal.
Yeah, fire, fire.
Fire.
And Joseph, welcome back to the Passive Income Podcast. You've been on here before. I've been on your channel. I've had great discussions with you. Definitely one of my favorite people in the Div Twit, X Twit community. So, Joseph, just go ahead and say a few words.
Yes, sir. Hey, of course. First off, thank you, Dividend Dave, for having me back and the rest of the Marketplace team for the first time. Yeah, glad to be here. I recently joined the team working marketing over here at Marketplace. Had to change my title from proud Passive Income Posse alum to marketing director, but hey, you win some, you lose some. But yeah, I joined Marketplace. I really love the community aspect, getting into it. That's a lot of what we're focusing on, helping, like FA said, retail investors connect on a one-on-one or even like a group level to make make decisions better as a group. So you're not like throwing an idea at the wall anymore. You're throwing an idea against other retail investors who can help you hone it into a better decision. And then also adding on to that as well, a lot of Finfluencer benefits as well with creating your own hub. Like I have my own, the Hadaway hub. Dave, you could create your own hub as well, giving you a one-on-one or a group space to connect specifically with your followers and your listeners to talk about what you want to talk about rather than trying to fight the algorithm on some of the bigger social media companies who I'm not going to name drop here.
Yep.
And I do want to add,
Understandable.
did not run this by Dave first, like the great guest we are, but I think he'll appreciate it. Keep listening a little later in the podcast because we got a little giveaway coming up.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a surprise to me, but I like surprises. I'm good with it. I think you all three of you mentioned a very important point, and you all used the two words that are so imperative to myself and my audience, which is retail investors. You know, we are not like multi-million-dollar, $10 million hedge fund managers. We're scraping by trying to find $100, $200 here and there to invest and figure out, okay, I actually have $200 right now. This paycheck, all my bills are paid. I can put $100 or $200 into the market. What should I invest that $200 into? And that is like, it might only be $200, but that's the $1 million question, right?
Amen.
Yeah, totally agree with that. So like, I'll tell you like an example of that. So like I had, before Beyond Meat was IPOing, I knew that Beyond Meat was going to be huge, but I just didn't know anybody that was like into investing that much. I was like, tell my friends, hey, I think Beyond Meat is going to really go. And then they would say, oh yeah, sure, why not? And then
the vegan meat, right?
Yeah, exactly. The
Beyond
vegan meat.
Vegan meat, okay.
The vegan meat. So that was in like 2019 or something. I remember it was before.
Yeah, around
COVID.
that time. Yep.
Yeah. So, and then we were just talking about it, and I would just say, sure, why not? And then I just didn't do anything because that's just me. I when I don't have the social support of like saying, oh yeah, it's great, whatever. I just dropped it, and then it IPO'd, and then it basically skyrocketed from there. It's like I was like, you know, I wish I had like the support that I needed when I had these, because I do have some ideas that are not bad. I do have some ideas that are terrible that have lost me thousands of dollars.
Hey, that's all of us, right?
Yeah.
One day I wake up with a good idea, and then the other 29 days of the month, ideas aren't that great.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give you a bad idea actually. One time before, like this was in 2017 when Spectre and Meltdown happened. I don't know if you guys remember that. It's the AMD chips and the Intel chips had a major flaw. But AMD chips was a software issue and Intel chips was a hardware issue, which means Intel should have gone like down, right? And then that's what you would expect. So I bought puts on Intel and it went up. So I don't know anything about the markets. It's like it took like several years for it to basically go to that point. AMD really did skyrocket after that. But you know, it's difficult to know what other people are thinking. The market isn't always rational. So you need other people to just bounce ideas off of.
That's right. I do want to ask just one quick question about that Beyond Meat. Since that IPO, it did skyrocket after the IPO, but correct me if I'm wrong, has it not like kind of really come back down a lot since then? Is it currently above or below what that IPO level was?
I haven't checked after that IPO. I was like, I only remember, but you're probably right, and it is true. It's like 50% down since the IPO. But at the time, I was like, I should have gone into this, you know, because there was like a huge hype bubble around that whole thing.
Yeah, but that's a really tough one. That's another prime example of trying to time the market, and none of us can time the market, right?
Yeah,
it's like, hey, you know what? If you got into Beyond Meats in 2019 or whenever it IPO'd and rode it all the way to the top and then sold it right at that exact moment at the top, right?
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly,
Right?
Which is impossible, right?
And that's just one play. Then do it again and again and again. Repeat for 30, 40 years.
Yeah, good luck. Right?
Yeah. So basically,
and again, us as retail investors, we're not doing that. You might luck out once in those 20 or 30 or 40 years.
Yeah, exactly. So it's much better to just have a steady growth than it is to like just time like I did. I used to do. I don't do that anymore. That was like before I learned the correct way of investing. So like dividend investment is really interesting to me because I knew about dividends and I knew that was a great avenue. But when it came to like passive income, I don't know why, but everybody just leans towards covered calls, just that sort of thing. But I think dividends really shines when it comes to like even better like risk management than that. In my opinion, and you would know better than I do, obviously, on that one.
Yeah, dividends, in my opinion, and I think most other people, it is the absolute most passive form of passive income. You literally just pick a company, buy the
Yeah.
stock, and you just wait for them to pay you the dividend. You literally don't have to do anything. You can even stop breathing. You can literally stop. You can die, and they will still
Yeah.
keep paying you the dividend, right?
Sure.
So it's like you literally don't have to do anything, and that dividend just keeps rolling in every month or every quarter, however
Yeah.
they happen to pay it.
It's really relevant right now, especially with the inflation going super up. Like it's a way to combat that. So it's almost like the analogy that I make, and you might have a even better one, but it's almost like buying a rental property, right? In a way, Dave. Like so, both the equity and the house value goes up while you're earning the rental income.
Right.
So getting a good composition of dividend stocks definitely future proofs you to basically whatever happens in the markets because you're making money regardless.
Yeah, and I have nothing against real estate investing at all. I've had several great real estate investing guests on. Lauren at Adulting is Easy, Tom at Frugal Gay 11, Mile High from Colorado, and these guys, they really have the real estate investing figured out. But all of them say, "Hey, listen, this is more passive income than working in 9 to 5, 45, 50 hours a week."
So,
Sure, I might have to put in 5, 10 hours a week or 20 hours a month or whatever.
yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's still pretty passive income, right?
Oh, big time.
Oh yeah, especially comparatively.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Comparatively to, like I said, someone going and slugging it out for 40, 45, 50, 60 hours a week at that day job, right?
Absolutely.
I feel called out, but we're getting there.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to sponsor or partner, I should say, Buy Investing Shirts. Receive a free Passive Income Posse. Turn that cash register around coffee mug with any purchase over $100. That's Canadian dollars, CAD, Canadian dollars before taxes and shipping at buyinvestingshirts.com. Use code word posse for a 5% discount on your purchase. Link in the description below. So you American guys, that's like $70, $73. Just go and buy some stuff, man. It's Christmas is coming up. Go buy. Patrick has incredible merchandise over there. He's got like Bitcoin merch, coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, all sorts of stuff. Go and check it out at buyinvestingshirts.com. With that said, let's jump into more of why we're really here, and I really want to learn more about Marketplace, the Marketplace app, and what you guys are doing. So, I guess first, right off, I got thinking about this before we started recording, before you guys all logged on. I was thinking like apps. I was thinking, okay, Apple has the App Store, and then the other apps. Basically, there's two app stores, right? One for Apple and one for everybody else. And I'm guessing you guys are on both of those app stores, for lack of a better
No,
word. Sure.
unfortunately, we're not on any app stores just yet. It's just a website, but it does support mobile, so you can go into it with your mobile device with no issues. It should look like an app, but it's not an official app just yet because we don't really have the manpower or the resources to do that development just yet. But that's definitely in the cards in the future.
Right. Okay. Understandable. So basically, it's a website. You can log on by mobile, or I'm going to bring it up here on my laptop soon we can kind of go through it and look at it. And so hopefully, probably in the future, it will become an actual app on, like I said, the App Store.
Yeah.
Or I don't even know which one's called which, to be honest.
Because the Apple Store has the App Store, and the Google Play is the
Google
I think,
Play
Android
is the
one.
Androids, right?
Right. Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah. Let's jump into more of that then, and I'm gonna bring it up here, I guess, right away. Let's see how this turns out on the screen. Okay, there we all are over on the side, and then here is, like I said, bringing it up on my laptop, and right away, first thing I see today is Tuesday, November 14th. I see earnings over here, and I
Mhm.
see Home Depot, Costco, NGS and NU. I'm not really sure what NGS and NU are. Obviously, I know what Home Depot and Costco are.
I
Yeah,
think it's Cisco, the cloud one, not Costco, the retailer. Dave, Cisco.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I see the logo over here now
Yeah.
is Cisco. I'm reading that with my dyslexic mind, apparently.
What you can actually do is you can actually click on details to open up the details pane, and then click on one of those buttons, and it'll just tell you what they are. There's a details button on the right, right on the graph. On the graph itself, on the right side of your
Oh, over
screen.
here, details. I see it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. So
Name
that-
Cisco.
Yeah. So
Market
now if you
cap.
click on anything, it'll just tell you what they are.
Market cap 213 billion, 52-week high 57, 52-week low 42, 50-day moving average 52, price earnings 16.9, and then all sorts of more stuff you can click on through here too, right? Wow. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
they're not yet clickable, but the idea is basically have those as categories, so you can go like find like-minded like companies that you're like looking at. For example, if in the future that's the feature that we're gonna do.
Interesting. Let's click on Home Depot here because that was interesting. I want to see this. Home Depot market cap 291 billion, 52-week high 340. And this is in US dollars, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
52-week low 273, 50-day moving average 292, price to earnings 1796. Wow, this is obviously I've went through this website a little bit prior to having you guys on, but I'm already going, wow, this is cool, right?
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And then obviously here too you have posts, earnings watch by
Mhm.
Joe, 5-finger discount. What?
I like to think of myself as the funniest guy on the team, and some of my posts will reflect that.
You've got a
And
dividend.
one of those.
stock now, too.
I'm funny. I'm funny whether you like it or not.
So somebody on the team, and I have a screenshot of the tweet, did recently refer to me as both funny and handsome, and I'm never gonna let him live it down.
Yeah, you're not letting that go, are you? It's like, yes, that was me.
So basically, oh, TD Canada. So basically, TSX Toronto Stock Exchange. Basically, there is an absolute wealth of resources here at marketplace.com. Obviously, the link will be in the description below. I highly encourage everyone to come and check this website out because just in a few clicks, I'm having a ton of fun here, right?
Thanks. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things to like go into, but I'm not sure if we should like take up too much time of you because
Hey.
there's just so much features that are hidden behind buttons and stuff like that. But
No, keep going. Tell me what to click on.
yeah,
Can you click on Great White North where it says Great White North?
Right there. Yep.
Yeah, so that is what we call a hub. So there is a composition of stocks if you scroll up a little bit.
Yeah, so right away I see Enbridge and I see Suncor. So basically the hub is Canadian stocks. Is
The
that
hub is
the
Canadian
idea?
stocks, and you see the composition of the hub here, the percentage split. This is one of our value props, basically.
Wow, that is value because they're like right away I see Royal Bank over
Royal
here,
Bank.
Shopify, Enbridge, Sun Life.
yeah, exactly.
Not
So
familiar
if
with
you
these
were
other
to
two
like,
symbols.
for example, if let's say that you were logged in, you would be able to vote on any stock that you want, and that would actually change the portfolio real time. So like if you voted on shop, the percentage would become even higher. And then on the next trading day, when it's actually calculating the portfolio's performance, it takes that into account. So then you can know what the performance was for that portfolio historically as well, as it's going to.
So let's do the same thing here. Earnings watch. And so these are just, is this like recent earnings?
Yeah.
Yes.
We try to update it weekly, basically, Dave, and try to highlight the stocks.
Sam Bankman fraud. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, that's another comedian there. Joe being the funny guy.
Yeah.
So it's why they brought me on.
Yeah.
All good. No, I get it for sure. How many PS5s do we need to buy? I have 0 PS5s, but
Yeah,
also
me
I'm
too.
old.
Same.
Anyone following? Is that Fiverr?
Fiverr.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even know Fiverr was a publicly traded company.
We recently found out too. Yeah.
If you pull up the chart, keep it that way. They have not been doing well.
Oh, wow. Honestly, Fiverr is a great company as a resource if you're looking for somebody to help edit videos or find somebody to design a thumbnail
Design.
or all sorts of different things. Like
small gigs.
Yeah, Fiverr is really good for the gig economy, but I can definitely see how it would struggle as a publicly traded company for sure.
Yeah.
Disney smashes earnings. That's interesting. Wow, I could probably yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome to like use it as much as you want, and then we need all the feedback we can get, just so you know.
Right. So the
Just to make
idea
sure-
here is, sorry, I'm going to come back. I'm over on your website. I'm not even in the live chat here. I'm going to come back here. And so the idea is people can go to that website and look at companies they like and vote them up or down, and then other people can use that information of like, okay, this company got voted up by 100 people and this company got voted down by 100 people, so maybe and we're not trying to well, maybe you are trying to influence people, but I always say not financial advice.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Not financial advice.
You're just trying to get, I guess, sort of the overall sentiment of the market of having
Yes.
whether it's 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people. It's kind of you get that snapshot of how many people like this company, because obviously if 10,000 or 100,000 people like a company, well, odds are good that stock price is going to go up because of all of a sudden 100,000 people are buying that stock. That's just the way the market works, right? Like supply and demand.
Yeah, exactly. You get that perfectly. That's exactly what we want to do.
And
okay.
I guess one thing to add, Dave, like we're trying to combine 3 different things into one in a very much like minimalistic, simple UX manner, which is data, graphs, earnings, watch lists, as well as the social element, right? You can chat with people real time. You can comment on posts. You have a profile with a nickname. You can change your profile picture. And finally, like you alluded, basically the sentiments, like what's hot, what's been the most talked about.
What's hot and what's not, because that might be
not.
like, hey, whether it's 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 people saying, I suddenly have fallen out of love with company A, B, or C.
Yeah.
Suddenly, hey, that might be a good time to sell company A, B, or C if all of a sudden everyone is like down on it, right?
Absolutely. And I guess furthermore, if you're a influencer, there's nothing stopping you to create your own hub and just call it Dividend Day Hub. And people can subscribe and basically they can follow your actions there too, or your recommendations, and start conversing with you. We are also looking to evolve to that vertical as a side value prop, so that influencers can start create their own hubs and potentially eventually monetize it too through us.
So do you see it yourselves creating this a little bit like Reddit and what happened with Reddit in the whole, the GameStop, the AM, what was it called? AMC?
Yeah, AMC. So sorry to cut you off, but yes, basically, yes and no. We want to be very careful in attracting the type of person that would just spam the boards with like useless information and just like pump and dump information. We're against that. If you're gonna do that, don't make any posts. We're just gonna remove those. So
I like that upfront honesty. Don't do it because we're just gonna remove your crap. If
Yeah,
it's crap, we're just gonna get rid of it. I
exactly.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, we're not really into that, like the apes mentality kind of thing. I don't think anybody who's actually conscious of their financials is like that. It's more gambling. If you want to gamble, go to Wall Street Bets. I mean, if you want, you can create a hub and then we'll delist you. It's not going to show up on the feed. You know, you can do your thing if you want, but that's really not what we want to see
Right.
on our platform.
Awesome.
No, we're serious about that, Dave. And I guess we don't mind the level of investor, but we don't want toxicity or anything borderline like gray area activities. No manipulation, no pump and dump. Like if you're a newbie, you're more than welcome.
I think that's important too. Like having those newbies, and sometimes I even feel like a newbie, even though I'm 50
All of
years
us.
old and been doing this a long time. But you still sometimes feel like, oh, I just learned that. I was today years old when I learned this, right? And so I think that's very important to have that safeguard for the newbies that this isn't going to be just a pump and dump website where, like you said, like you alluded to, the Wall Street Bets, where everybody says, let's pump up company
Yeah.
X or
Yeah.
whatever it is. I shouldn't say X because
Yeah.
Elon is now going to sue me, but
Yeah, you
Uncle
might.
Elon, if you see this, and I know you won't, but please don't sue me for saying company X.
Or if you do, we're valuing Marketplace at 42 billion. Give us
Yes.
an offer.
Yeah, funding secured, $500.
Oh, the comedian again. Wow. Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of dividend stocks previously, like you've seen Enbridge there. I
Yeah.
wanted to also just, relevant to your kind of niche. Enbridge, I find it quite stable. And it's actually right now over 7% yield,
Yeah.
yearly dividend yield. So the company operates North America wide. It's actually processing, or I guess transporting 30% of the North American crude oil transport based in Alberta, Fort Mac, all those like oil operations. They're quite massive. So I definitely am following them, doing more due diligence on them, but they seem quite promising. And
Yeah,
I guess
I definitely no concern to be bullish on Enbridge, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Unfortunately, I do not have Enbridge in my portfolio. I wish I did. I'd love to have them. I do have some other uh, energy / utility companies such as Suncor and Hydro One and Algonquin Power, which most of us know Algonquin Power had that huge dividend cut about a year ago, almost a year ago now, last January. Enbridge, definitely a darling in the Canadian economy, like Canadian investing, Canadian dividends. Everyone, it's one of those ones that I just never started a position in, and yeah, a little bit of regret for not having it, but at the same time, it's not Pokemon. You can't catch them all, right?
exactly. You can only do your research and expect it to fall through.
Awesome. Yeah, so I again, anything more? Do you want me to go back? Let's go back to this again. I'm just gonna bring up the website again. I'm gonna zip back over here on my laptop. So more earnings again
Yeah.
tomorrow, Wednesday.
If you
Target is
actually,
actually
yeah, if you actually open up earnings, like there's that's a button on the left side. Yeah, that if you click that,
right there.
So each earnings, they automatically we generate a discussion topic for that earnings specifically. You can either go there from here and then just discuss that
Oh, so
topic.
over here you could click on and get a
Yeah.
conversation on whatever 1847 Holdings is.
Yeah, exactly. It'll give you like a description of what that company is, when the earnings are expected, and stuff like that. And you can basically scroll down on that. It's possible that there are some like bugs that I need to fix, but the gist is that you can discuss that earnings specifically, and then we also have a way to show previous earnings too, and how they performed.
Oh wow, this is an amazing website that you guys are building, because I can see you're still building it out, but
Yeah.
already you have just incredible information. and I can see it being such an incredible resource for myself and so many other people.
Yeah, thank you for that, Dave. Actually, before we met you, we were like brainstorming a little bit, like
Yes.
how can we bring dividend stocks better tooling around investing too? So like there's a hub we just created for dividend stocks specifically.
Right.
And then we were thinking maybe we can do like a projection of what the expected dividend income would be like from the portfolio. So instead of tracking the actual stock ups and downs, we can just project how much dividend you can expect from that portfolio at a given point. I mean, your input would be immensely valuable in that if you would give us, obviously, any
Sure.
tooling that you would want to see when it comes to dividend investment, because we're very new at that.
Yeah, yeah. I no, this is really cool. A couple days from now, Walmart earnings coming out. Baba, that's Alibaba, correct?
Alibaba.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So, and obviously, that's. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about Alibaba, but it is what it is in that. Oh, BJ, how can I get some shares in that?
Yeah, currently those arrows doesn't do anything just at this moment, but it's supposed to show you the trending stocks and the trending ups.
And they,
Awesome.
in order to go to a specific stock page or an ETF page, you can actually put the ticker on the search bar just next to our logo there.
Oh,
So
right
just
here, yeah, search bar.
Baba, for
Okay.
example, BABA, and then it should appear.
No, let's what's another stock? Let's just something random. Let's see what comes up.
WFC, Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo.
Is that right? WFC. Well, oh, there's
Yes,
a
sir.
lot of them.
Yeah, there you go. So the first one is the common stock. So here, if you scroll down, you will see all the posts with regards to Wells Fargo, tagged with Wells Fargo here too. So beyond the
Okay,
hubs,
hold on. Is this today's after the close today, we
Yeah.
closed at 4208 USD. Market cap 149, 52-week high 47, 52-week low 34, 50-day moving average 39, price to earnings 8.5, and then thoughts on WFC as a dividend stock. Dividend history. Is BLK, is that something different?
that is different, but that post must have had WFC tagged as well. So
Right.
if you click on the
Okay.
post, if the stock is tagged within the post, it shows up on the stock page.
What does Wells Fargo look like? Why is it red when the
So
52 up
you
to-
zoomed into the graph. That's why it's showing it like that.
Oh,
I think
okay.
there's
Let's
a
see what I did.
little UX problem there. I'm gonna prevent from zooming in like that. If you refresh the page, it should go away.
Okay, well now we're gonna test my internet if I refresh a page. There we go.
There you go.
Oh no, that's on the 1 day. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
click on the 5-year.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, so the 5-year now is showing, let's say $53 and November 2018 up to 2023, $40. So Wells Fargo down a little bit over the 5-year, but I guess Wells Fargo is obviously a big American financial institution, so could be a good buy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's offering currently around 3.3 dividend too yearly, so it's not terrible. I guess it's quite standard for a financial stock. So I guess TD offers Canadian Bank TD on TSX offers over 4, for example. That's another
Right,
interesting one.
Okay, let's go there. Let's take a look at TD.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still on the 5-year, and 5 years ago they were at 55.
Yep.
And this is still in US dollars because
US dollars.
yeah, in Canadian dollars, I know TD is well above $58. It's above 80 Canadian dollars, so
Yeah.
58 US makes sense. Let's take a quick look over here too. Market cap 107 billion, 52-week high 68, 52-week low 53, 50-day moving average 58, price to earnings 1079. Call it 1080 with the 8 there on the end.
While
And,
we're
well,
here, let me show you something else actually that is kind of interesting, and we wanted to do something unique. If you go to show details on the right, if you
okay,
click that button,
show details on the right
yeah.
there.
So now that takes you to a different page, and then that is actually a button. That's the overview description of it. If you click on that button, there's additional information. And what that is supposed to do is a community-fed information. So if you click on that, it's empty. Like there are no posts on this stock, but if you click on that, that's a
On
button.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, okay, right away, I'm seeing you've got the CEO listed. You've got the location of Ontario, Canada. You've got their TD.com website. You have the New York Stock Exchange. I'm just going to give you some feedback here. You probably should add in the Toronto Stock Exchange as well, because obviously Toronto Dominion Bank is available in Canada as well.
Yeah.
Multinational Banking Financial Services Corporation, headquartered in Toronto. The bank was created. Oh, the bank was created long before 1955.
That's so we
through
get
the
this.
merger of. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
So if you click on that whole section there,
Oh, right here.
that'll take you to something called the quarterly. So there's nothing there yet. The view that you just saw, people can make posts there only quarterly. So for example, you say what you thought or think about this company only on that quarter. So like, what do they do? So the idea here is to basically something much slower than what a post is. So you can just click on this TD, and then you have no. Let's say that you have no idea. It's impossible to not know what TD does. But let's assume this in this imaginative world that you don't know what they do. You go into here, you click that, and then there'll be like a list of what people like, what users of Marketplace has said about that company, and it's only quarterly. So you can only do one post, and you'll always have to back your statements with a source. So we only accept some sources. There's like a list there on that and there. So it's just an easy way to see what that company does. So in many of the cases, I find myself looking at stock and I have no idea what they do. Yes, you have the tags. Tags say like give you a general idea of what my day might be doing, but you really need that like specific information from someone who has done the due diligence and then just made that post there.
I really like that idea too. That okay, you need to actually tell me your source. You're because again, the internet, right?
Yeah.
You read so much all day, every day on the internet, and it's like, is this just made up? Where did this come from? I don't know. Like, yeah. So when you say I need your source, let me know who is saying this. Is this Bloomberg? Is this CNN? Is this
Exactly.
the Toronto Star or the Globe and Mail here in Canada or whatever else? Like, show me. It's almost like show me the money, right? Show me your source.
Exactly. You need sources, and you also need at least 10 people to have like vouched for that post to be verified. The other ones are not verified. If it's verified, it'll show a check mark to see it's a little bit more trusted than the other ones, I suppose. Not necessarily, but that's the general idea.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I am going to also here quickly, I think this is it. I'm going to pull up your YouTube channel, and I see you've only got 2 videos out so far, which, I mean, it's a start. That's good. And I see you've only got 3 subscribers, but I'm going to do this. Can everybody see this right here where I'm clicking this button? Can you see this?
No, you're not sharing your screen.
It's not showing up yet.
Oh, that's because I had to do this.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get back there. You see this button right here where it says subscribe? Just do that. That's all you got to do, guys. It's that simple. I will link this in the description below as well. I see it looks like you've only got 2 videos up so far, which is, I mean, like I said, everybody's got to start somewhere. So let's get some more videos up there. Let's get you guys some more subscribers. You're up to 4 subscribers now.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, even Mr. Beast started at 0 subscribers. So just keep that in mind, right?
That is true. Although our focus lies on our platform, so like just subscribe there. Sure, subscribe here, but subscribe on Marketplace, much more appreciated.
Yeah,
and
nice. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, all the links will be in the description. So yeah, definitely check out that website. The YouTube channel, sure, it can be fun. You can post some videos, you can make some fun stuff, and hopefully help direct traffic to your marketplace website as well. And like we've talked about, eventually having an app in place as well.
Absolutely. And we're also sending out a weekly newsletter. The posts are updated daily. The earnings watch is updated weekly. Hub composition changes from time to time. So there's just a lot of dynamic elements. So there's definitely quite a bit value. Even if you're not sure if you're gonna start participating in the conversations, there's definitely value in like joining and just like getting those updates.
Yeah,
And
for sure. Newsletters can be amazing. Even if you only read like, and I almost shouldn't say this, but like even if you only read the first quarter or first half of a newsletter, like sometimes you can get a lot of information out of that, right? And I get it. We're all busy and we all have like the TikTok attention spans these days. And so it's sometimes it's hard to actually read through an entire newsletter, especially some of them do drag on. And so it's amazing if a newsletter can be succinct and to the point, and it's like, okay, I can read, one page easily,
Yeah.
and I got all the information I need. And so yeah, newsletters can be an incredible resource as well.
Yeah, Joseph does our weekly letters, and then he does a phenomenal job. He always like finds the most bang for buck.
Why is he laughing about this?
I'm just like, oh, thanks. I called him out earlier, and he repays me, but with a compliment.
Nice.
But yeah, he does really do a good job. And then what we try to do is like we just want to keep it very, very simple, like 1 or 2 items. We know everybody's busy. I have ADHD. I'm like, I can't read something super long anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly right. Like exactly what I just said, and unfortunately, I do refer it to as the TikTok attention span, because so many of us are there now. We're just expected that instant 30 seconds. Tell me right now in 30 seconds. And for those of you who are still here 42 minutes later, hats off to you, because I commend you. We all commend you for still listening to us talk about just investing and marketplace and this and that, because
yeah.
there's so many people that literally, we know we lost them. They clicked off after the first 30 or 60 seconds, right?
Oh yeah, totally. I understand that.
And then I also will share your Twitter. That's going to give me a second to do that as well. So you can definitely follow at Marketplace on Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it these days.
X/Twitter.
So at Marketplace app. And yeah, definitely give these guys a follow over there. These guys are doing some amazing work. Right here, you can find the website as well, marketplace.com. And then actually right here in the pinned tweet, you can find the YouTube channel as well. So everything is right here in the Twitter handle. So that will be linked in the description below as well. So
You mind if I butt in there, Dave?
please do, please do.
Actually, could you pull up Marketplace again?
Oh, being bossy.
I was trying to get to you before you turned your screen off.
Sorry, what were you saying, Joseph?
Could you pull up the website again?
Which? Oh, not the. Sorry.
The Marketplace website.
The website. This one. Hold on. Just give me 1 second here, guys. I'm still on the TD tab on the website. I can go back to the home screen here.
Actually, at the top, could you search Dividend? And it should come up. Yep, right there at the bottom, the Dividend Stocks Hub.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh, look at that.
There's
Enbridge. There's Wells Fargo. Is that Texas Instruments, TXN?
It is. Yeah.
TD, Verizon, Realty Income. Oh, what's LMT? I should know that one. Oh, that's Lockheed Martin, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Actually,
look at you guys go. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm going to be up all night. I have to be up early for work tomorrow, and I'm going to be up all night on this damn thing.
We're actually wanted to butt in with this. We talked. I mentioned this when we were doing the intros, but I wanted to get it in. we made this Dividend Stocks Hub a lot as inspiration, like we mentioned, from you, Dave, and your dividend
really?
investing philosophy. Yeah, I think it was Fa who said that earlier. When we started talking to you and chatting about doing this podcast, we started talking and how do we make marketplace more accessible to dividend-specific investors? How do we hit them and provide value to them? But what I actually want to mention here is in this Dividend Stocks Hub, as a thank you to Dividend Dave for bringing us on the Passive Income Podcast,
Nice.
we would like to reward a member of the posse. All you have to do is sign up through a new account on marketplace.com and either create a post or a comment on the Dividend Stocks Hub between now and the end of November. And we're going to give away a $50 Amazon gift card. And
wow.
whether you're Canadian or American, we will localize that to wherever you are. But yeah, just like I said, create an account.
So what you're saying is you're going to give away $50 US or 35 US dollars.
I'm not. It's coming from John's wallet, but
Yeah, I guess.
but yeah, as a thank you to Dividend Dave, hit up the Dividend.
Awesome, I appreciate that. Just quickly recap that. So people need to go to Marketplace, create a profile, and make a post, and then how do you win $50 on it? Everybody wants to win $50 on Amazon, especially with the holidays approaching.
Amen. Yeah. So join the Dividend Stocks Hub that Dave just had pulled up. Totally free to join, just like creating an account, and either make a post or a comment on someone else's post by the end of November 2023, and we are going to select one person at random, and we're going to send you a gift card.
Awesome. That is incredible. Yeah. $50 Canadian, $50 US, $50 is $50, right? So, wow, that's incredible. That's an incredible giveaway, guys. I will definitely make sure to pump that out on the Twitter feed or the X feed.
Thank you.
And this has been an absolutely incredible conversation. Love having you guys on. Love talking about this whole idea of the Marketplace app, the website, and what's coming down the pipe. Because like I said, I can see you guys are still building this out, and I see there's so much future, so much potential, and so much coming down the pipe. Yeah, congrats to all of you for the hard work you guys are putting into this project.
Thank you, Dave. Yeah, really appreciate that.
Same.
Before we sign off, any final words from anyone about anything?
We do have two characters, the bear and the bull. The bull has a name called Benjamin, but the bear does not have a name. So if there are any suggestions for him, we're open to it. Down in the comments section.
Yeah, that's the bull.
Definitely. Yeah,
that's the bear.
and no copyrighted bears names like Winnie the Pooh or Smokey the Bear. Those are all copyrighted. So we need to come up with something original for the bear's name. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Also, for the record, FA and I did not plan that. It just kind of worked out.
Yeah.
So the bull is Benjamin.
Yes.
Benjamin the bull. And then we just need a name for the bear. Okay.
Yeah.
So comment below what the bear's name should be. And like I said, nothing that's already copyrighted. This has to be original. John, jump in here and say a few words before we sign off.
Oh, well, I mean, I know that part of your audience is Canadian. So hi to all fellow Canadian retail investors. Dividends, Stocks Hub, or other hubs basically offer a lot of opportunities within TSX too. So just want to make clear that we're not just US focused, with me included, but hopefully with a larger Canadian audience eventually, we're going to have US and Canada. So nice. TSX is included.
Yeah, that's amazing. Obviously, there's a ton of great opportunities simply within Canada, within the TSX, the Toronto Stock Exchange. But then there's so many of those same companies, those great Canadian companies, some of them that we were just looking at, like TD and Royal Bank and others that are also listed on the New York Stock Exchange, right? So Americans, you can definitely jump into some great Canadian investing opportunities as well.
Amen.
All right, guys. Again, like I said, this has been an absolutely amazing conversation. I've totally appreciated having each and every one of you on here. A little bit different than other podcasts where it's one-on-one and kind of like a live stream, but not really because we are recording pre-recording this, and it's been fun. It's been a great conversation. I am going to just give one more shout out to Patrick over there at buyinvestingshirts.com. Please be sure to check out the link in the description below. You can receive a free Passive Income Posse, turn that cash register around coffee mug with any purchase over 100 Canadian dollars before taxes and shipping. See Joseph over there shaking his head. He's like, I've got $70. I've got $70. I can go there right now. I'm going to get myself a free coffee mug.
Actually, you know what?
Where was I in the ad read? Use code word Posse for 5% discount on your purchase. Link in the description. Awesome, guys. Totally appreciate having you guys on. Definitely feel free to come back. Maybe at some point in time we'll do this exact same thing again, but actually do a live stream where we can get some immediate audience feedback and some live chat going. Those are always fun to do as well. So thank you guys so much. And if anyone is still here 50 some minutes later, please be sure to hit like and subscribe.
There it is.
Joseph, say subscribe. Joseph, say subscribe.
Like, subscribe, join the Passive Income Posse.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.